family, what is popping with my people? Today we are back with another video, but I'm not going to be doing a haircut on someone else. I'm going to be doing a haircut on myself, you feel me? It's been about a week since my last haircut, you know what I'm saying? So it's not terrible, but your boy does need a haircut, so I'm going to show you guys how I come on here. I thought it would be perfect timing for you guys in case you were bold enough to cut your own hair during this time of being locked in the house. So if you want to see how I do that, stick with me. Actually, real quick, I almost forgot. Before we get into a haircut, you always want to make sure that you have a clean canvas. So I would suggest going to take a shower or washing your hair in the sink. But your boy's in the pig taking a shower, so I'll be right back.
What? Wow. Big fella! Big fella! Sit down, big fella!
Oh shoot, man, I forgot y'all was waiting for me. But without further ado, let's get to it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So when cutting my own hair, I always start with the lineup. Reason being is because it makes it a little bit easier for me when I do start my fading process to make sure that the fade is even on both sides, and also just to knock it out of the way. But you'll see me start in the middle and move to the corners, and in my corners I don't make the line super defined. I just kind of clean it up because my corners are getting light. So I start in the middle, move to the right corner, go to the left corner, and then you'll see me clean up the middle again just to make sure it's as even as possible. And then I'm going to follow that up with the razor to get rid of those little hairs that the clipper couldn't get, and it also makes it sharper. And you'll see too that my right corner is a little bit higher than my left side. Naturally, it's always been like that since I was a kid, so I leave it as natural as possible, but that boy's looking sharp. Now to start off in the fading process, I'm going to grab my trimmers, what I'm going to use to bald myself out with, and I'm going to make my first guideline. And I start a little bit above the eyebrow, and then I go straight back with it. And I'm just going to bald that out, making sure that that line is as even as possible. It does get difficult, especially if this is your first couple times to do the back, but you'll get used to the angles. You'll see me adjust myself throughout this haircut just so it's a little bit easier to attack certain areas. But I'm gonna go ahead and bald this out. And I also have a better angle for you guys to see here in a minute. But I'm gonna go ahead to my right side and I'm gonna do the same exact thing and connect it with what I did on the left side. Just keeping it consistent, making sure that that line is as symmetrical and as straight as possible. I have to make sure that the camera was looking right. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and bald the rest of it out. Then I'm gonna grab my shaver and just bald it out and get it a little bit closer to the skin. And I'm stopping right below that bald line that we made. And what this does is give some longevity to the haircut and makes that fade pop a little more. I'm so hurt. The big mirror I was using to cut my hair fell and broke. So now I think I'm just gonna have to use this square of mirror space right here. So right after that mirror broke, I went online and I ordered myself a self-cut system because, man, I've been cutting my hair for 4.5 years. I think it's time to upgrade anyway. But now I'm gonna go in with my clipper all the way open, and I'm going up about a ½ inch, keeping that same shape that I made with my first bald line, going straight back with it. And my head is pretty large, so I have some room to make sure that I give myself some space in between my guidelines. And you're gonna see me go with my clipper closed, and then I open the lever gradually as I move up until I get to all the way open. So I'm attacking that line with my clipper closed, just going right at it a little bit more. And now I opened it just slightly, going up a little bit higher. And right here I opened it again, and I'm just going a little bit higher. There's no need to rush the haircut. Take your time because you don't want to mess up too bad, especially, you know what I mean, if it's your first time. Take your time. And I'm just going up a little bit higher. And right here I opened it a little bit more. Nope, right here I opened it a little bit more. And you're gonna see that line slowly but surely disappear. And that is looking pretty blended, my guy. Now we're gonna move on to our next step, which is well, it's not really a step. I'm gonna follow it up with the trimmer and just get rid of that bottom line if there is one that the clipper couldn't get out. And now we're gonna go in with our one guard all the way open, going up the same distance, about a ½ an inch. Again, keeping that same shape all the way back. You want to make sure that the fade is consistent, that it's not higher in one area and lower in another area, because then your fade is not gonna look blurry, which is what you want your fade to look like. So I'm going with my one guard open. And right here, you'll see me attack the line right under it by closing it with the one guard closed. And this is just gonna lighten up that area. So when we go back to blend it out, it's a little bit easier. And now we're gonna go with our two guard all the way open, and this is gonna be the highest guard that I use because it blends right into the top of my hair. So this is a 2 open, and I'm flicking out. I'm not making a line with this guard. I want to blend into the top, and then right under that I close my 2 guard, and this is also gonna lighten up that area. And that line that is above that 1 open, I'm going to take it out with my 1.5 all the way open. And then I'll close it gradually as needed. And you can see, man, when you trust the process, you know what I mean, and you stay patient and consistent in it, it will come out the way you want it to, but it takes repetition and practice. Don't be discouraged if you're cutting your own hair right now and it's not looking how you want it to. Stay patient. You'll get there. And now to take out that last line, we're gonna go with our half guard all the way open, and then I'll close it gradually if there's dark areas that need to be blended out. And you can see when taking out a guideline, I always start open and I'll close it if need be, because you can always take hair off, but you can't put hair back on. So it's better to be safe than sorry, you know what I mean? You don't want to take off too much hair and be like, dang, I should have left it a little bit darker. So always start off open and then close it if you want to lighten up a certain area. And that blend is coming together super tough. And then I'm going to detail it with the corner of my blade just to get into those dark areas again. And let me know what you guys think about the haircut so far in the comments. I think it's coming out tough. And moving on to the other side, we're going to follow the same exact steps. We're just going to connect it. Now this is the clipper all the way open. Again, going up about a ½ an inch. Giving yourself some room to blend. And you'll see me size it up again because when you're cutting your own hair, it's like opposite angles. So you got to make sure you're adjusting yourself, knowing where you're at. Don't get lost in the fade. So that is the clipper open. And this is how it all started for me, family, man. I started coming on here in 8th grade because your boy wanted a haircut every day. And not every day, every week. But obviously we didn't have the funds for that, so I started coming on here. And little did I know I would become a barber. So this is how it started, family. And if you're at home on quarantine and you're looking up how to cut your own hair, man, good luck, because I jacked myself up when I first cut my hair in 8th grade. I did it over the summer though, so I could wear a hat if I messed it up. I didn't have to go to school like that. But I'm just attacking that line with my clipper closed, and I opened it gradually up into the point where that line was blended. And the back is probably one of the toughest areas to do when you do cut your own hair, just because, well, really the center of the back of your head, because that is kind of like a blind spot where your eyes can't see, and you kind of got to hold the mirror in a way where you can see it, you feel me? So just got to get used to the angles. It just takes a little bit of repetition, but eventually you guys will get pretty good at it if you stay consistent with it. And this is our 1 guard open, going up the same distance, about a ½ inch, and I'm just connecting it with the other side of the head, which I already completed, and I'm following the same exact steps. And if you guys do want to hear more about my journey and how I became a barber, make sure you stay tuned for my next video. Hit that subscribe and notification bell, because I'm going to let you guys know my journey so far and how I got to where I'm at right now. And I would also love for you guys to hit that comment section after it's posted and let me know how it impacts you, how it inspires you, and what you thought. You know what I'm saying? Because it will be a pretty cool video, so stay tuned for that. Now this is my 2 guard open, which is the biggest guard that will blend right into what I have on top, and I'm just flicking out. I'm not making a line with this. I just want to clear some bulk. And if you guys do want to know what the length is on top, I took it down the week before I recorded this video, so I didn't take it down again. It was an 8 guard. So if you want the length on top, it's just an 8 guard. Now this is my 1.5 open. And I'm attacking that darker area right below that 2 open. It's not very, you know what I mean, defined. You can't see it very much, but I do. So I'm going in open, and then I'll close it gradually as needed to get rid of those dark spots. And so far this blend is looking good. It's coming together. If you guys have tried cutting your own hair before, let me know how that experience was down in the comment section. But this is the 1/2 guard all the way open to get rid of that last line, and then I went ahead and closed it gradually. And now I'm gonna follow it up with my clipper all the way open, just detailing those darker areas. But that blend is looking clean. And this is the cut, family. Man, this right here is the best but worst part of the cut. Let's get it. Oh. Woo. That boy burned. YouTube family, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully this self-cut helps you. If you attempt a self-cut, let me know what you guys think about this haircut in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe button. Go ahead and follow me at Dreclipperhands. And yeah, much love family. Got more coming. Stay tuned.